The reception of my most recent book, The American President, From Teddy Roosevelt to Bill Clinton, has encouraged me to write a multi-volume history of the entire U.S. presidency. Since in September 2023 I turned 101 years of age, I recognize that this project may be too ambitious, but I am resolved to carry it through. So I begin, as might be anticipated, with exploring the creation of the institution of the presidency at the 1787 Constitutional Convention in Philadelphia, and the ensuing efforts of the first 6 incumbents to carry into action the clauses in the founding document. As the historian John C. Miller has observed, William Penn's aphorism that governments, like clocks, go from the motion given them by men was much in the minds of American leaders in 1789. I call these leaders patriot because they were deeply involved in the patriot cause of the American Revolution and sought to preserve the spirit of '76 in their presidencies. George Washington, the esteemed historian Joseph Ellis has written, was the core of gravity that prevented the American Revolution from flying off into random orbits. His successor, John Adams, had served on the committee that was charged with composing the Declaration of Independence, which the third in line, Thomas Jefferson, had crafted elegantly. Jefferson's ally, James Madison, had made substantial contributions to the interpretation of the Constitution in the Federalist, and James Monroe had been grievously wounded as a patriot soldier. The last of the sextet, John Quincy Adams, was still a boy at the time of the American Revolution, but his mother, Abigail Adams, had made a point of taking him to the battlefield at Bunker Hill, where he saw up close members of the Patriot forces lose their lives to redcoat bullets or bayonets. A number of historians have recognized the continuum of the war years and the early Republic. The men of 1776, wrote Monroe's biographer Harry Amon, did not interpret the American Revolution purely in terms of a severance of the bond with Great Britain, but as a movement to create new institutions radically different from those of the past. They were keenly aware that the epoch about to begin was not only different from all that was past, but that it was up to them to make it so.